Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Namaste Astu Bhagavan Vishweshwaraya Mahadevaya Trambakaya Tripurantakaya Trikagnikalaya Kalagni Rudraya Neelakantaya Mrityunjayaya Sarveshwaraya Sadashivaya Shriman Mahadevaya Namaha. Hari Om. Salutations to all. So, in our Sanatana Dharma, the sadhana paddhati is we always move from the simplest to the subtlest, grossest to the subtlest. What is available to be done at the physical level through our senses, through our body, through the speech is considered more simpler. As we remove the supports external and go more and more internal, that is more and more subtle. So in Upadeshar, Bhagavan Raman Maharshi says, Pujanam Japa Chintanam Kramat. Puja is first because it is done involving all the three, body, mind, and the speech. We worship Bhagavan, we see through the senses, we hear, we smell the flowers, we do the chanting, we offer the flowers to Bhagavan. Abhisheka is done, so many things which we do in the puja. So it involves engaging the senses, the body, it involves the speech, the chanting, and of course the bhavana is of worship. Pujyate anaya iti puja, that by which we worship. So it's not a mechanical ritual, there's a worshipful attitude. So we worship Bhagavan. Subtler than that physical puja, when we have done the physical puja or we observe the physical puja continuously, it makes an impression on the mind. Then one can do the manasik puja, where one does the entire process in the mind. There is no physical offering. Then in that the entire visualization of Bhagavan will happen and all the steps of the puja. Generally in a puja we will invoke Bhagavan. Then we treat Bhagavan as though any guest has come to our house. So we invite, we give them a seat, we give them some water, we ask them for some refreshments. If they are staying with us, then we say you can stay here and this is the place. You can take a bath, get ready, all that. So 16 items are offered. That is why it is called Shodashopachara Puja. Right from Asanam up to Rajopachar. All 16 items are offered where Bhagwan will be offered, the water to wash the feet, to drink, then given a snan, abhisheka, vastra, alankara, haldi, kumkum, chandan, bhasma, akshata, flowers, do the offer the garland, then archana of 108 names, dhupa, deepa, naivedya, mantra pushpam, mangala nirajanam, the pradakshina, dakshina, rajopachar. So many items we offer, all done out of bhav, out of love. This physically, when it is done again and again, that will create an impression in the mind, and that will make the form of Bhagwan also fixed in our heart. And because the senses are engaged in it, it is more simpler to do, and sleep, etc., does not trouble, and it will purify the mind, the body, the speech. It will purify everything. So it's not a mechanical ritual. Even if we do mechanically the puja, continuously we keep doing puja mechanically, it's all right. Keep doing. No bhav is there, also do. It will eventually create bhav. So physically, when the puja is done, it will purify, it will train the senses, it will divinize the senses, it will create impressions on the mind. Apart from whatever externally, it will create vibrations and purify the place also. It will generate punya karma also. I'm not going into those details. The impact on the mind will be there. Every day when the nitya karma is done, the puja is done, connection with the Lord is established, expression of love, gratitude, devotion, all that will happen. Surrender, seeking anything that we want, removal of sorrows, all those things are so many beautiful aspects of the puja. When we do this for a certain period of time, then the entire puja can be done mentally, manasik puja. In that, there is no limitation. Many people say, Swamiji, my house is very small, I don't have many things, or I don't have time, or I don't have resources, I don't have money. So many challenges one can go through. Manasik Puja, there is no such challenge of any resources. We can do entire puja in the mind, offer everything mentally to Bhagwan, and in that there is no limitation at all. You can definitely give Bhagwan, let us say, Naivedya you want to offer. You can offer Chappan Bhog to Bhagwan, and in golden vessels and diamond studded golden vessels. You can offer the most precious clothes to Bhagwan. You can offer anything. There is no limitation of resources, there is no limitation of quantity, there is no limitation of money, limitation of space, time, nothing. Entire puja is done in the mind. And please remember, this is not imagination. Bhagwan we really invoke from the heart through the form, and we offer mentally. Our Shastra says mental puja offering is more subtler, more powerful, and generates more punya also. So from the gross physical puja, two important steps will happen. One is one will become ready to do the entire puja in the mind. Second, one will be able to serve the entire world as the form of Bhagwan, because Bhagwan is not limited to the murti. Bhagwan is all-pervading reality. Jagat Ishadhi Yukta Sevanam Ashtamurti Bhrid Deva Pujanam. One has the attitude that Jagat Ishadhi, this entire world is nothing but appearance of the divine. And one serves Yukta Sevanam. And what is this world? Five elements, sun, moon, jiva, all these. 8 things constitute the world. The 5 elements, the illumining factors, and the jiva. Serving the society is serving the Lord. So both these are offshoots of the puja. When we do Manasik Puja, we are able to do the entire puja in the mind. Then we go to Japa. Because by then the form is established thoroughly in the mind, and the mind has got enough to visualize, to engage. So from many thoughts of different things, one comes to many thoughts of Bhagwan when we do the Manasik Puja. Then one goes to Japa, do the mantra, keeping the form in the mind steadily, one does the Japa. There also Ucha Manda Chittaja. Loudly one does, then softly, then mentally. Then comes dhyan, is nididhyasan, meditation, contemplation. So what happened in the gross physical puja when we do? Body, mind, senses, everything is engaged. In the Manasik puja, body is not engaged, body is still. Speech and mind are engaged. In Japa also, speech and mind are engaged. In Nididhyasan, even speech will stop. One will chant mentally, and after some time, that also will stop. So, this is how the sadhana kram is, going from the grossest to the subtlest. Each time the support, one support keeps getting removed. This we have to understand. This is a proper subjective science and training of the mind. If we directly jump to a particular step and then we complain, this is not working, mind is wandering, that is because we have not trained it. If you even go to a physical, let us say a gym to do a physical exercise, on the very first day, will you start doing the treadmill at the speed of 6.5, 7, 8? It will not work. And suddenly start lifting, 30, 40 kilos. You will get a scratch in the back, pain, muscle sore. So many things will happen. One has to do the warm up, then one has to get into it slowly. Capacity has to be built. If at a gross body level that applies, then definitely it applies at the subtle body level. Much more it applies at the subtle body level. Straight away we take any mantra, start doing japa, straight away we start meditation, and we have no samskar of the puja, or we are not given enough attention to it, then the form will not stay in the mind and it will go everywhere. The mind will wander. So Gurudev used to say people start doing meditation and very soon it lands up in meditation. The mind just wanders and one feels, oh, I'm going mad. And he also used to say that meditation is the highest vocation of life. Everything else is a preparation towards that. So what should be done? 3 days we have done the invocation of the form of Bhagavan. And there also it is important, if you have not done the puja, etc., at least what one should do is keep staring at the form of the Lord and registering all the details, and then close the eyes and invoke the form and do the Nididhyasan. Today what we will do is, today and 1 or 2 days more, we will do Shiva Manasa Puja. The entire puja we will do in the mind. Pujya, Pujak, and Puja. 3 things are there. Who is Pujya? Who is worshipful? Even somebody who does not believe in God will have some idols, meaning will idolize somebody, will look up to someone. Whom one looks up to? Someone who has certain qualities, certain attributes that we value. So those who value, let us say, physical strength and certain, a particular type of a body and certain, fitness levels, then one will look up to such people that, oh, look at them, how great they are, how strong they are, how toned up their body is, and how meticulously they do exercise and all that. Somebody values wealth, somebody values power. Accordingly, they will idolize such people and they will try to imbibe those values and they will try to attain what they want. So when somebody has certain things that we value or which we also desire, then we have a worshipful attitude towards them or a reverential attitude towards them. Bhagwan is the one who has everything that we seek. And in others, it comes and goes. In Bhagwan, it will never come and go. So when we have the right attitude that Bhagwan is the source of all power, strength, glory, peace, happiness, knowledge, love, everything, and in infinite measure, and that Bhagwan is in my heart. Through puja, japa, nididhyasan, what we are trying to do is worship that Supreme, imbibe all those qualities, and ultimately be one with the Lord. So who should be puja? One who has qualities which are worth worshipping. And Bhagwan is the embodiment of all. So to worship the worshipful is puja. To worship the unworshipful is actually aparadha. It is a sin. Somebody who has lowly qualities and somebody who is not even dharmic, and to value that person and to follow that person and to do what that person says, it is actually a sin. To worship the worshipful and not to worship the worshipful also. When we worship the Lord who is worshipful, we already said what all we imbibe. And Bhagwan who is worshipful, when we don't worship that Lord, then we are only denying to ourselves so many things. And we worship the things in the world, people in the world, that will bind us more and more. So who is our altar of worship is very important. As the altar is, so the person will become. Because one will imbibe whatever are the qualities of Bhagwan. And that's why important it is to choose the altar very wisely. Bhagwan can appear to us in any form. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham, he says. Whichever form you worship me in, I will manifest in that form, and I will bless you with more and more Shraddha in that form. So, choose the altar very wisely. Second, when we worship, so puja is Bhagwan. Puja, we already said, that by which we worship the Lord. Pujyate anayati puja. Why do we worship Bhagwan? For various reasons. When we feel helpless, we want removal of pain, we worship Bhagwan. When we desire something, we want some blessings, we worship Bhagwan. We worship to express our love, gratitude. We worship just out of nothing, no desire for oneself. Just we want to express love and gratitude. We worship Bhagwan. To purify our mind, to experience our oneness, to show our longing and yearning that Bhagwan, please give me darshan. We worship for various reasons. So who is my altar of worship? What is my bhav for worship? And who am I? The pujak. Do I have the bhav that I am a pujak, I am a worshipper of Bhagwan, I am a servant of Bhagwan, I am one here to to express my love for Bhagwan, and I am humble enough to surrender to Bhagwan. I am insignificant in that sense, identified with the BMI. So this is the bhav that one has to have. There is a very beautiful Shiva Manasa Puja that is written by Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji. In that he describes the entire puja process mentally. We will follow that today and 1 or 2 days more, where the entire puja we will do in the mind. So he says, Ratnai kalpita masanam himajalaihi snanam cha divyambaram. So one imagines a throne bedecked with all precious stones and diamonds, Ratnai kalpita masanam. Then Bhagwan is seated on that. Then one offers Abhisheka to the Lord, Himajalaihi, with the sacred rivers of the Himalayas. Snanam, Divyambaram, one offers divine clothes to Bhagwan. Snanam te Divyambaram. Ratnai kalpitamasanam himajalaihi snanam cha divyambaram. Nana Ratna Vibhushitam Mrigamadha Modam Chandanam, with various, Ratna Vibhushitam. The clothes are bedecked with various diamonds, emeralds, all that. Then Chandan and musk, fragrance. So they both are mixed and that is offered to Bhagwan. Modankitam Chandanam. Then garland is offered. Jati Champaka Bilva Patra Rachitaihi Pushpam. So Jati, Champaka, Bilva Patra, the garland made from all these, or even individually all these, one offers to Bhagwan. Pushpam cha dhupam tatha. Then dhupa, offer agarbatti. Deepam deva daya nidhe pashupate. O Lord, please take this lamp. Hrit kalpitam grihyatam. All this is offered mentally. Please accept. This one shloka we will do today. So many people who say, now, why waste so much of resources? You can use this to serve the people and give it to the poor and all that. No doubt one can do charity, etc. But we don't ask this question when we waste other things. Food we waste in birthday parties, we smash the head on the cake and we apply on the face. At that time, we don't think that poor people are suffering. A champagne bottle open and fizz and throw it out. And how many things we do that time, we don't think of any of this. See, our culture says Manasik Puja. Now you can say anything is wasted, nothing will be wasted. You sit quietly and just offer everything in the mind. And it is more subtler and more challenging to do because the mind will keep wandering. If one has done the puja properly daily and done with the right bhav, then Manasik Puja will become very easy. And when Manasik Puja we do for a sustained period of time, the mental strength and stamina is so much that then Japa becomes so enjoyable. Literally, one will feel so fulfilled. Just chanting the name of Bhagavan, mind doesn't wander anywhere. Ananda one experiences. So today let us do this Manasik Puja with all the bhav that we can invoke for the Lord and express our love for Bhagavan.